that's not a desirable situation to be in. So whoever goes in there is going to have to try and keep Newcastle in the Premier League with probably near on half the season gone.
We all know, right, that the opportunity for Newcastle to back managers is going to be quite significant. Obviously, anyone that's managed a team called Go Ahead Eagles is taking a step down to manage Newcastle. But putting that to one side, anybody that goes into Newcastle that will have, if they go in now and Graham Jones can't hold the fort for a few games, because obviously most people would say I'd want to go in January, so that I can get in there and build some players and buy some players.
Yeah.
Or they might say, I'll go in now because it gives me more games.
Right.
But anyone going in there, let's say this guy's going to come out of Ajax and go to Newcastle because he sees the bigger picture. There'll have to be some certainty, some assurances from those that are owning that football club that irrespective of what happens this season, they have to be given the war chest that potentially Newcastle's ownership is indicating it will do. So someone's got to take the view. Someone's got to buy into the vision. Now, there's two ways of looking at it. It could be a situation where you go in too early and you damage yourself by going into Newcastle too early, because these riches are going to come. These Saudis, whatever way you look at it, whatever way you cut it, are going to back this team somewhere along the line, right?
Yeah.
So when do you go in? Do you do what David Moyes did at Manchester United? Different scenario, I know, but go into Man United at the wrong time, take all of the swords in the back, and then let other people perhaps get away with a little bit more murder than he actually got away with at the time? Or do you go in now, or do you wait and let somebody else take the swords and make the mistakes and get the team relegated or suffer the disappointment from
What should Ten Hag do, Simon, if they approach him?
I think it's difficult to tell him what to do, given the basis that if he talks to Newcastle, I know this age-old mantra of tapping up is probably gone now, but if he does talk to Newcastle, he puts himself in a situation where his team are top of the league. He's got, by the way, irrespective of my jibe about the league, if you've got a 75% win record in any league, you're a top manager. Yeah. So irrespective of whether that league isn't quite what the Premier League is or anywhere near it, he still has to produce an elite team to be able to overcome the obstacles. So what he should do is a difficult one, because if he starts suggesting to the people that run Ajax that he wants to talk to Newcastle and then decides that the Newcastle project isn't for him, what do you do as an Ajax owner? Oh, gee, thanks, you're going to come back and do the job I engaged you for, now that you don't fancy it over there. The flip side is this, whether we like it or we don't, and there's aspects of it that I don't like because of the very things that we discussed with Sir John Hall down in Newcastle on Friday about the change of direction of what our football clubs look like. But bottom line, this football club is going to be an opportunity for someone. It's when you take that opportunity. Right. And I just think that the sensible thing for Newcastle would be some way or another to find an interim appointment until they work out who they are, what they are, and get a clean slate. This slate has been compromised by 25% of the season being artificially impacted upon by Steve Bruce not being the person people wanted there, the takeover being a distraction. Now you've got to try and find a way to stay in the division. That to me feels like somebody that knows how to do that, and then build from a platform where somebody comes in that's an elite manager, whether this guy falls into that category, and then give him the embarrassment of riches that he's entitled to or will be entitled to as being the manager of Newcastle.
Okay, all right. Ten Hag for Newcastle. We shall see.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.